Hello, everybody. I am Toyinda Smith, the author of The Handbook to Dominate Your Confidence Using 4 Practical Steps. This book is all about taking action. If you struggle with your confidence in terms of having a level of fear, maybe not having the faith that you need in order to get the job done. This book is going to help you to master winning with certainty. I talk about 4 V's. The first V is vantage, that second V is your voice, that third V is your visibility, and the fourth V is vigor. If you want to dominate your confidence, I want you to click the link below. Welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea. I am Toyinda LaShea, prophetess, best-selling author, business consultant, master coach, and public speaker mentor. I'm also the creator of 4 programs: the International Champion Influence Coach Certification Program, the Champion Influence Leadership and Coaching Curriculum, the Champion Influence Create Champion Conversations public speaking course, and the Coaching Seat continuing education platform. We're excited to be here for the month of August, and this month we'll talk about coaching as well as organizational coaching. So you are welcome to sit at your seat of authority so that the kingdom community can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. Now, this is accomplished through extracting distractions, interferences, and limiting beliefs. I am ready to get started. So, this month, we're going to talk about coaching. And we're going to talk about the coaching program, the Champion Influence program, as well as organizational coaching. Then in the studio, joining me for the rest of the month is Coach Jessica Cohen. She is a coach that went through the second cohort of the Champion Influence program. Now, she is using coaching to implement her work that impacts faith based organizations. She has a coaching company called Spark Solutions Coaching and Consulting. One of her main roles is specifically teaching faith based organizations the benefits of social impact, how to create it, and how to measure it. Jessica sparks resolutions to the many hindrances nonprofit organizations experience so that they can gain advantages towards social impact. Now, I'm aware that ministries, and I'm a part of a ministry, and we need to meet our vision and our mission. And so it's my hope that as we move through this broadcast, that you will want to learn and partner with Jessica so that you can have lasting impact inside of your organization. So let's get started. The International Champion Influence Coach Certification Program was officially launched in 2018. Now, I'm thrilled because we currently have 40 coaches that are a part of the family. Now, as a master coach, I partner to assist in shifting individuals from one dimension to the next. And that's performance dimension. Studies show that people want to be the best version of themselves, but with help. Coaching is all about positively impacting the character, the mindset, and the behavior of people so that they can become the best versions of themselves. Because when people become the best version of themselves and they're functioning inside of an organization as their best self, they are able to lift the organization. So that's why that's important. And this is how organizations grow and expand. And specifically, we'll be talking about faith based organizations. So, when your people are confident and they are working in their strength zones, they're very satisfied, the organization can produce tangible results like more profits, greater reach, and social impact. Now, the Champion Influence Program has been positioning coaches to do just that. Jessica is one of the coaches. When the Champion Influence coach goes inside of organizations, we still follow these four practices. Number one, we look at our coaching philosophy. Now, we partner with others to unleash and amplify potential. Every healthy person has the capability to respond to things that have been brought to their attention. Number two, we extract barriers, and we do this inside of organizations. So we listen for things that interfere. We also listen for distractions and also limiting beliefs. Number three, we are actively listening. And this means that we go into the organization and we give our undivided attention. We take notes, we refrain from interrupting and judging so that we can seek clarity. And then number four, we go in there and we ask impactful questions. And so these questions surround a space where we can spark reality. We also bring clarity and we help our organizations to develop choices and take action. Now, the important thing here is that our organizations will take action. Our coaches are well positioned to serve the communities because we understand that when we partner to build a confident coach, feedback driven practices must take place. And that's what we're looking for inside of organizations. We understand that organizational coaching is a systematic coaching of individuals in an organization to support organizational change. Now, how many of you all watching want organizational change? The organization has a culture. Let me repeat that. Your organization has a culture. And we even have to keep in mind that our faith-based organizations have a culture. In terms of faith-based organizations, what is your organization's culture? That is a question that you should answer amongst your leadership team. Because once you understand what your culture is, you're able to center all of your results around that. You see, organizational coaching is all about change. And before an organizational coach should even consider taking on a contract or a project, we have to determine whether the organization is ready for change. Are you coachable? So coachability is a big factor in organizational change. Let's think about this. We know that all organizations, even faith-based organizations, should have a mission and a vision. Do you have a mission and a vision statement? You know, there's a management expert by the name of Peter Drucker, and he suggested that a great mission is generally useless without a great strategy. He goes on to say that all great strategies eventually boil down to the work. And as you should know, we love to say here that champions do the work. So to fulfill organizational vision and mission, the strategy defines the way and the action plans in how to get the maximum advantage of the organization's abilities. Now listen, we have to know what are our organization's capability. We also need to have an understanding of our resources because those are the things that are going to best satisfy our market. What is your market? Who are your customers? And what are your organizational needs? So these are the things that when we bring in organizational coaches, we are going to seek to understand those. Now, our organizations, especially faith-based organizations, must know our market. We have to understand our customers and our organizational needs. Knowing these things positions you to enter into the room for the creation of real social impact. We also know that strategy is about how organizations will differentiate the value with services in the marketplace. We know that being a faith-based organization is not just about staying within the four walls. We have to move outside of those four walls so that we can make the social impact in the marketplace. So strategy defines your uniqueness and your competitive advantage. And it also consists of how you leverage your resources to win. Champions win. So some of the key questions that we may ask inside of an organizational meeting is, who are your key customers? You may think that being a part of a faith-based organization that we don't have customers. Well, your congregation are your customers. We also need to know as an organizational coach, what are your customers' needs? So what are your congregation needs? That's a question that has to be answered because at the end of the day, when you're answering that question, your membership goes up. Your retention and commitment in terms of membership goes up. Here's another question. How can you best add value to satisfy your congregation's needs better than anyone else? Okay, so we have to think about that because when you find that potentially members of your organizations begin to look elsewhere, it's because we're not satisfying a need. So in essence, we should be aware of how our actions impact the community around us, both the community in the organization and the community outside of the organization. Now, in our next installment, you will be introduced to champion influence coach Jessica Cohen, who is implementing life-changing work by serving the server. I want you to join me on the Coaching Seat TV next week, and I want you to follow me at the Coaching Seat on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as you are finding value in this broadcast, I want you to partner with me by sowing a seed at my Cash App. It's $Toyinda Smith, or via PayPal, which is paypal.me/toyconsults. I'll see you next week here on the Coaching Seat TV. Hello, everybody. I want to invite you to purchase my book, The Handbook to Unleash Your Potential in 6 Practical Steps. If you are struggling with stagnation, suppression, and being stale in business, in leadership, in ministry, this book is for you. I give you 6 practical steps to achieve in life. Welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea, where we're all about sitting in our seat of authority so that the kingdom community can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. This is accomplished through extracting limiting beliefs, distractions, and interferences. I am so excited for the opportunity to be on Dominion TV with the powerful Dr. Dutton and Pastor Lynette Dutton. Make sure you download the app for Dominion TV, as well as catch this broadcast every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I want you to share it with your community, your clients, and your